The following is a presentation of The Day.
As we head down the stretch of the ECC girls basketball season, one thing is becoming clear. No one is safe. Games are unpredictable, questions abound, and as many as 6 teams have an argument for league's best. The Fitch Falcons have a signature win over New London, 2 over Ledyard, and just knocked off NFA. The Falcons are small and fast, led by senior guards Drianna Singleton and Malia Robbins, and are always looking to go, go, go. Senior Gabby Dimmitt can score from anywhere, and freshman Sanaa Waters keeps getting better and better. The Falcons are as intense as their coach, Felicia Porter, and a win over Bacon would keep them in the conversation. Bacon Academy has won 5 straight and is playing their best basketball of the season. Caitlin Novak can do it all. Liz Glover is a stopper. Skylar Schoen-Renee an inside threat. And seniors Emily Farino and Kara Shea are leaders with championship hopes. Coach Kevin Fennell knows these girls will fight every possession to prove they belong with the league's best. Wins this week over Woodstock Academy and Wyndham have shown the Bobcats' versatility. 2 teams trying to answer questions and cement their place in the conversation of league's best. It's the Fitch Falcons at the Bacon Academy Bobcats. It's live, and it's on game day on theday.com.
Happy February, everybody. As the calendar turns to February, that means the home stretch for high school basketball in the ECC is upon us. And tonight, in the Dave Shea Gymnasium on the campus of Bacon Academy, we will find out where 2 of as many as 6 teams stand in the hunt for an ECC tournament championship in girls basketball as the Fitch Falcons come here to Colchester to take on the Bacon Academy Bobcats, and it's all live for you on Game Day. Game Day is brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. All that's good begins with a smile, and at Waterford Dental Health, your smile is our top priority. Our entire team is dedicated to providing you with the personalized dental care that you deserve. So go to their website, waterforddentalhealth.com. Check out all that's good and smile like we do for Waterford Dental Health. Casey O'Neill along with the coach Chris Giusti, and welcome to lovely Colchester, Connecticut, and the Dave Shea Gymnasium. And you know you're a name in a town when they name the gym after you while you're still alive.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk with Coach Shea earlier this evening, reminiscing about some of his great basketball teams from years past. What a beautiful court and a beautiful gymnasium to play a top game in the ECC featuring 2 of the best girls teams that the ECC has to offer.
Yeah, and we really don't know what to make of the ECC girls, and we'll have a chance to get more into that. Fitch, a Division I school, Bacon, a Division II school in terms of the ECC. Have played all the same teams, and everybody's beaten everybody. And tonight, 2 styles will be completely different from one another. So we're going to find out exactly where everybody stands. But let's find out where this guy is standing right now. Sports Doctor, where are you?
Hey, Casey, Dave Shea's not the only one to coach here. The Sports Doctor coached a few seasons as well. But this is a, you know what, these games down the stretch for ECC girls is let's see what you got. Everybody's kind of beating each other up. Nobody's separated themselves. Oh, London's a state champion. Fitch is in the mix. Bacon's in the mix. NFA's in the mix. So these next 3 or 4 weeks, actually 2 or 3 weeks in girls basketball is let's see what you got. And I believe that's one of those games tonight. So Bacon, let's see what you got, and Fitch as well, guys.
Thank you, Sports Doctor. Well, when you see Fitch there, you see Felicia Porter, one of the most intense coaches in the conference, and she has a team that plays a lot like she does. So first we will take a brief moment for our national anthem. but we're in for an exciting group, and let's meet all of the players in tonight's game.
Dreana Singleton, Regional Multicultural Magnet School.
Camila Santini, RMMS.
Sierra Lund, Memorial School.
Leilani McCoy, Kevin Konowski Elementary School.
Jada Johnson, North Stonington Elementary School.
Gabby Dimmick, West Vine.
Ada Ellis, Northeast Academy.
Sanaa Waters, Claude Chester.
Malia Robbins, Claude Chester.
Catherine Winker, Bishop McHugh Regional Catholic School.
Veronica Smith, Colchester Elementary School.
Skyland Renee, CES.
Reagan Reed, Fields Memorial School.
Caitlin Novak, CES.
Emily Farino, Colchester Elementary School.
Hannah Farino, Colchester Elementary School.
Kellen Conley, Colchester Elementary School. Elizabeth Floyd, Colchester Elementary School.
Evie Kutsafavas, Colchester Elementary School.
Delaney Walsh, Colchester Elementary School.
Elizabeth Glover, Colchester Elementary School.
Kylie Filoramo, Colchester Elementary Schools. Kara Shea, Colchester Elementary School.
Alexa Smith, Colchester Elementary School.
Well, when I know things are confusing, I look for some freshly squeezed juice. That's what gets me going. Coach, what are the keys in tonight's game?
Casey, for Fitch, Dre Day. We're talking about their all-everything point guard, Singleton. Get her the ball, operate the offense through her, let her get you up and down the court. Play bigger. They might be a little bit undersized, but you can scrap it out by playing big inside, box out, stand tall, take charges, and run and gun. Up the tempo of this game, get up and down the floor by pushing the pace. For Bacon, find those shooters. Fitch has a lot of players that can hit from the perimeter. Make sure you get two hands out and close out on shooters. Get back. Fitch is going to want to play up and down. You got to make sure that you get some transition defense and prevent easy layups. And own the paint. You got to take advantage of the size that you have. Get the ball inside. Get offensive rebounds to create extra opportunities.
Well, the sports doctor always likes to say how styles make fights. Well, here in high school basketball, we've seen on both the boys and girls side that styles can really influence, and that's what's caused these 6 teams. So yeah, New London is the defending state champion, and until someone beats them, you know, they're the favorite. But they've lost for the first time in my recent memory to 3 different ECC teams. They lost to Ledyard, they lost to this Fitch team, and they lost to NFA. This Fitch team has lost to NFA and has lost to Woodstock. This Bacon team beat Woodstock, but lost to New London and lost to NFA. You look at the ECC and you see Ledyard has knocked off, right? New London has knocked off, but yet Bacon and Fitch have handled them. So all of these teams have beaten each other up, and these next 2 weeks as we head into the tournament is really not only going to decide seeding, but I think it's going to go a long way to the psyche of some of these teams as to where they stand head-to-head with the others. And this is a real good one. Fitch, a go team in Division I. Bacon, a very methodical team in D2. And what you're going to see from Bacon is a lot of team length. They don't have a lot of great ball handlers. They're not extremely quick, but they are lengthy, disciplined, and well coached in a way that they will do everything they can to stop Fitch's transition game.
Yeah, and the teams in the ECC are trying to figure out, what they are with a lot of different players and different strategies. But tonight we will definitely see more of a half-court offense versus a full-court offense. And Coach Porter said it. If they're not getting transition opportunities, they're going to have a tough time scoring. So I think you'll see right away that Fitch is going to try to do something to create tempo, to speed up this game, to make it an up-and-down game, whereas I feel Bacon will do something to try and slow it down, maybe some half-court zone looks, to use their length and try and slow the game down. So, as you said, Casey, styles do make the fights, and I think 2 contrasting styles could make for an entertaining game tonight. One of the reasons why I think Fitch has an advantage is Bacon has struggled with team speed. New London gave Bacon a problem
not just because of the size of Serenity Lancaster, which at the end of the day I think was the biggest difference maker, but was the team speed that New London brought. Fitch has 5 kids who are going to be looking to push at all times. Bacon's going to have to try to find a way to not let that team's speed affect them. They have been susceptible to some pressure, and we're going to find out right away. If they can work inside with Liz Glover and Sky Sean-Renee, they are going to be effective. There's right away Glover with a big rebound. Farino with the putback, and down with it for Fitch is Sanaa Waters, and here comes Dreana Singleton, the dynamic point guard of the Falcons.
Bacon has 3 players 5'10" or taller. Fitch, none.
And there's the first basket of the game. The freshman, Sanaa Waters, bumped Carachet. Up ahead, Bacon running the floor. Farino right back, and we're tied at 2.
So just like that, Bacon with the quick transition basket, and we're tied.
Drive, good hands from Caitlin Novak. Now Singleton will bring it back out. Bacon looking like they're going to stay in man, and Farino draws the assignment on Singleton. Singleton, baseline, blocked by Farino, and saves it to Novak. Farino kicks to Shea. Back up top. Farino drives to the basket. Picks up her dribble and needs some help. Sean-Renee picks up her dribble and needs help. Dump down to Glover. Bacon hounded by this Fitch defense. Shot clock to 10. Novak on the baseline, partially blocked. Sean-Renee with the rebound. Put back, no good. And finally out of bounds off of Caitlin Novak, Fitch basketball.
Yep. What pops out right away here, Casey, is just the size advantage. I mean, we talked about it in pregame, but it's really evident. I don't know if you could see it on your monitors at home, but it's really evident. So Fitch is going to have to do a good job of being sound, box out, try and limit Bacon to 1 shot.
Straightaway 3 up top, no good. Tip down rebound. Farino comes out with it. Farino pushing, kicks to Shea on the baseline. Shea, no good, but an offensive foul on Farino. Great job taking the charge was Singleton, and Farino just a little out of control before she got rid of the basketball.
And that's a way that you can negate height and size. Standing firm, taking charges, getting defensive position. That's a good play by the Fitch defense.
On the list of coaches who look like they could step on the court and play right now, Felicia Porter is at the top of my list.
Absolutely.
She looks like she could triple-double it right now. Back iron 3, no good. Rebound, hustling for it is Novak, and she beats Ada Ellis to it. And so it'll be Bacon ball. Fitch looking like they're going to dial up a little pressure here.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you mentioned, Casey. Bacon struggles with ball handling, so Fitch is going to see what they can do.
Farino up top, guarded by Waters. Glover, good hands from Carachet. Bacon, these high passes, very dangerous. Lob underneath to Glover, using her height and her size, but great defense on the help from Malia Robbins, only 5'3", knocked it out of bounds. Glover, the feature on her was outstanding, but Glover back and healthy, providing a physical presence in the middle for the Bobcats. Farino kicks to Shea, who drives baseline. No good defense from the diminutive Malia Robbins to the even more diminutive Dreana Singleton. There's 5'3" all over the place for this Falcon team. Foul line jump shot, no good from Robbins, and it'll stay with Bacon Bobcats, or go over to the Bacon Bobcats.
Both teams feeling each other out right now. Both teams playing man-to-man.
And this is where Bacon had some problems. They go into a little 1-4 press break. And they go long pass to Shea. Shea drives recklessly to the basket because she couldn't draw the foul. and on the end line. I think Shea had the right idea, but that's where you maybe have to think about stepping up and shooting a shot or dishing. You can't just go that reckless to the basket.
Yeah, Fitch doing a good job right now of getting defensive position, cutting off drive lanes.
I love the aggressiveness from Bacon. Shea on that. You know, I do love that they're continuing to attack. You have the size advantage. Attack, attack, attack. Floater in the lane, no good. There's Glover with a rebound. Sean Renee for the Bobcats. Gets a screen from Glover. And now Farino. Farino, baseline. Nice move. And the basket from Emily Farino puts the Bobcats on top.
And once again, a lot of height out there for the Bobcats.
Sean Renee steals it from Dimmick and pushing 2-on-1. She has Novak. Spins, hangs, no good. Look at Novak up high, and she's going to draw the foul. Caitlin Novak goes up and gets an offensive rebound for the Bobcats. They'll have it underneath. Caitlin Novak, one of the great athletes here at Bacon Academy. Still to this day, she would have been a fabulous baseball player. One of my favorite kids growing up. Novak, step back, three, back iron, tipped out of bounds. It'll go over. Nope, they're going to say it stays here. Your officials today, Chad Cooney and Robert Studley. And Mr. Cooney says stays here, and Farino will inbound. Shea, quick trigger three. Got it! Dimmick with a long three for the answer. The answer is yes. Shea gets tripped and goes to the ground. We're going to get a foul on Singleton. I believe that's going to be her second.
But back-to-back three-pointers, so team's starting to warm up here. This is a nice home court advantage, a nice home environment for Bacon. Remember, Fitch had an emotional victory Friday night against Norwich Free Academy. That was a big, large division game. So right now, Fitch has to kind of navigate the environment and the height that they're dealing with from the Bobcats.
Only one foul on Singleton. That's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow will favor the Falcons. So with 3:17 remaining in the first, they'll have it here down 2.
First substitution for Bacon is a 5'9" player. So just continuing to throw out girls that are taller.
That's Veronica Smith. V, as they call her. She was an all-everything soccer player on the state championship soccer team that Bacon girls had this year. She's a known defender. Dimmick for three, no good. And Singleton with the rebound. So with Sean Renee out of the game and Smith in, you're going to lose some offense, but the defense remains very good as Veronica Smith is a strong, strong defender. Now Sean Renee is going to check right back in, and she's going to give Kara Shea a break. So this team out there right now is probably the best defensive team that Bacon has to offer. Fitch seemingly looking for Dimmick, and Bacon seems content letting her shoot those long threes. Oh, nice pump fake from Ada Ellis, and then stripped from Glover, and Glover. I think she got raked in the eye.
Yeah, it looked like it was such a quick action. They might have missed that. She was able to hold on to the ball, but Bacon right now, yes, before this substitution, had 5'10", 5'11", 5'11", 5'9", 5'8". So they're gonna bring Shea back in for Glover.
It'll take Tim Crowley, the trainer here, will get a look at Liz Glover's eye. Shea gets the inbound. Singleton D's her up. Shea does a nice job to Farino. Fitch dialing up the defense a little bit here.
Both teams playing really intense man-to-man.
And we're going to get Smith on a travel.
Both teams running very similar offenses too, Casey. They let dribble drive, handoff action. If the defender sags, they're looking to shoot the jumper. If not, they're looking to drive.
Baseline drive, no good. That was defended by Smith. She gets the rebound to Shea. And then Singleton D's her up. Dangerous spot for Sean Renee. They're looking for the trap and a steal. But on the other direction, Farino. Back side of Singleton. Now the ball is loose and it's sloppy. The Falcons come down with it. And Novak out of all that for the Bobcats. Three from Sean Renee, no good. Smith fights for the rebound, and out of bounds it goes to the Falcons.
Yeah, that shot, I think, predicated by the fact that Fitch's defense isn't giving Bacon any easy looks. Bacon could shoot a jump shot pretty much anytime they want with their height advantage, but they're not getting any easy looks inside.
Novak's the most likely for that. Dimmick kicks Singleton around the perimeter now. Pump fake, blocked, and a foul is going to be called. 2 shots, Gabby Dimmick will go to the line. That foul will be called on Veronica Smith.
Yeah, and a good use of the up and under step through move there from Gabby Dimmick to draw the foul.
So 2 here for Dimmick, senior. Shooter knocks the first one down. And the scoreboard is messed up because the score is not 5-2. It is 7-6. Rebound is loose on the floor. And it'll be Fitch basketball as Novak and Robbins were sort of fighting over it, and they said it went off of Novak.
Now Ada Ellis got the offensive rebound, 4-on-2. 5'5" Ada Ellis battling the girl's 5 inches taller than her.
Waters tried to bounce it to Ellis, but a kick from Veronica Smith, so it'll stay here with the Falcons.
This is kind of the way that the ECC girls season has gone when the better teams have matched up. You're looking at like first team to 40, is probably going to win.
I mean, Woodstock held this Fitch team to 28 points.
Yeah, so all the teams that are good have very good defensive players. So it really is going to come down to which teams execute, make some shots, turn the ball over the least.
Shea using a nice spin move, and she gets fouled on the floor. 37 seconds remaining. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. So, I think that the people at home might be like, well, why isn't Bacon using their size? Why aren't they, why are they dribbling around the perimeter and not dumping it in? The problem is, as far as I can see, is Fitch is making it difficult for them, as Sean Renee knocks it down off the glass. Fitch is making it difficult for them to make an inbound because they're hounding the person with the basketball.
Yeah, that's one of there's multiple ways to play good post defense. And one of them is pressure the perimeter so that you take away vision for that post entry, and that's what Fitch does a good job of.
Second foul on Farino, and Dimmick will go to the line to shoot 2. The Falcons trail by 3.
A beautiful baseline out of bounds play drawn up by Bacon coach Kevin Fennell, but right away the DNA of Fitch is take it out of the net, push it up, and they get Dimmick wide open going down the court.
First one was good, second one no good. Sean Renee brings it down. Bacon can have the last shot if they choose to. Shot clock is off. Shea picks her dribbles up, now gives it to Novak up top. Looking for Sean Renee, pump fake. Novak, clock under 10. Novak launches the 3, back iron, no good, and that'll take us to the end of the first period. 9-7 Bobcat lead. We'll be right back with second quarter action. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
All that is good begins with a smile. At Waterford Dental Health, your smile is our top priority. Our entire team is dedicated to providing you with the personalized, gentle care that you deserve. Part of our commitment to serving our patients includes providing information that helps them to make more informed decisions about their oral health needs. Our website is a resource we hope you'll find both useful and interesting. Contact us today at waterforddentalhealth.com.
All right, you're Coach Felicia Porter. You're in the huddle right now. I'm not asking you to read lips. I'm asking you to say, what would you be saying right now?
Well, I think she's probably preaching some of the same stuff, maybe trying to draw up some things on offense. But really, you want to limit those inside touches and offensive rebounds. Those are the things that I think would come back to haunt you. They've done a great job of being sound inside, boxing out, scrapping for loose balls. Offensively, just keep executing. I think the more screens they can set, the more movement they can create. They're going to get some open shots in the half court, but pushing the ball and trying to get easy opportunities is the key.
Sports Doctor, you were listening in. What did you hear?
Yeah, the Bacon side, they might want to make sure they switch everything up top. Talk about 15, the shooter for Fitch. Don't let her get away. Don't have her have any good looks. And on the offensive end, Casey, let's relax. Too much dribbling. Off the catch, let's make a move and run our offense. But relax a little bit on offense.
Here's that 3-2 zone. 1-3-1 look from Bacon.
Yeah, you got a rebound out of that, though. 3 Bobcats stand around. And finally, Farino picks it up, heads the other way. Novak gives it to a cutting Shea, and Shea dumps it down to Sean Renee, but great defense from Dimmick. Got her hand in it. Creates the steal. Here comes Singleton. Ellis. Only a coach's kid could be a 5-5 post player, by the way. Only a coach's kid. Ellis sets the screen. Robbins drives. Blocked by Shea, so it'll stay with Fitch, but only 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Liz Glover is going to check back into the ball game, and Veronica Smith will take a break. Good minutes from V. Dimmick to inbound. Up top, Singleton. Long 3 at the end of the shot clock. No good. That didn't hit rim. That should be a shot clock violation, and it is.
Now this Bacon roster is impressive. If they figure out how to handle the ball against this pressure.
Considering Bacon's best player against pressure was their point guard, Elena Baer. By the way, 6'1" point guard. Elena Baer, maybe 5'11" and 6'1" in shoes. Dumped down to Glover, can't handle it. Ellis, good front defense. But they lost Baer to prep. And for a school like Bacon Academy, you can't lose your starting point guard. And, imagine if the team you see out there right now add another 5'10", but a 5'10" ball handler. Her and Novak were such a dynamic backcourt last year. It was tough to lose her in this. So this Bobcat team is still kind of finding itself, but they like to play ugly. They like to make every possession muddy. They've been doing that so far. You see there another turnover. And the Falcon team is struggling against this Bacon length.
Yeah, this zone, I thought we'd see this zone earlier. Another unforced error there, but I thought we'd see this zone earlier. Coach Fennell was probably saving it. But this zone, we saw it give New London problems last year, that state champion New London team. When they play with their arms up and they're moving their feet, it's tough to get a shot off.
Oh, go to the basket, young lady, and draw the foul. Ada Ellis playing with pizzazz.
Yeah, she's been impressive. She's powerful. She's playing off 2 feet, balanced, and got into the teeth of the defense and was able to draw the foul.
But gosh darn it, you got to make your free throws. Dad right there saying, Oh, heck. We got to shoot some more in the yard. The great Mike Ellis. One more for Ada. Back iron, no good, and Glover tracks down the rebound and gets bumped. I think we're going to get a foul. Yes, we're going to get a push on Ellis. We're going to get a sub into the game. Jada Johnson will check in for the Falcons, another freshman. Falcons getting a lot of minutes from some young players as well. Sanaa Waters and now Jada Johnson into the game for the Falcons.
We'll go full court man here.
Tough inbound spot here. Bacon likes to go long against this sometimes, but I think Fitch was just more show there than anything else.
Well, this is also just to kind of wear Bacon down as well. They're not trapping out of it, just trying to make them work.
Caitlin Novak with a long jumper, knocks it down and gives a 4-point lead to the Bobcats. Oh, good move from Waters with a left hand. Sinful how good that was.
And if you're going to play zone, you have to maintain gap integrity. You can't let them break that shell at the top of that 3-2 zone. Think of it as a turtle shell, the top of that 3-2. You got to keep that intact. You can't let them slice it. There's not as much protecting the rim when you're playing a 1-3-1 or a 3-2 zone. You can't let them attack the gaps like that.
I don't know what was more impressive, the two crossovers or the left-handed finish. Sean Renee on the cut, no. Glover with the putback, no. And finally, the Falcons come out with it. Singleton, Dimmick calls for it. Launches the three for the lead, front iron. Nice rebound, Sean Renee. Bobcats are gonna run. Novak, a little strong for Shea. And that's probably been the number one knock on Bacon, has been turnovers by not really being able to make clean passes that are catchable and then catching those passes when they're clean. Johnson drives on Glover. Glover with the block. Shea gets a screen from Glover, dumps it down to Sean Renee, good hands, and then Novak, I think, had the right idea, but Sean Renee had turned her head, and that was I thought you were going to zig and you zagged. We get a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout by Beacon Academy, so we'll keep it here, and we'll talk about a couple of things. First, we're going to talk about the girls' side of things. You know, when we look at Division I, we mentioned 6 different teams possibly in the running. That tournament's on us before too long, so there's not as much time left in the girls' season. New London, you know, you look at New London and you say, how did this Fitch team beat them? It had to be by outworking them. It has to be, because New London's size is comparable to Bacon's size, but add Serenity Lancaster to the mix. You almost had to say, how did Serenity not have 40 and 40? So, you know, NFA, they've got a different kind of size. They've got a couple of real, true bigs. Ledyard is more like Fitch. They're more guard-oriented. They look to push. They've got really good guard play. Woodstock is more like Bacon. They have size, but they like to defend the perimeter with length. So, I mean, in the tournament, could it be as simple as just like, you know, who you draw?
It's going to be as simple as, even simpler than that, Casey. First to 40. Who can score? Because they all play defense well, and on any given night, some shooters are going to be hotter than others. And whichever team can find that, you know, that groove on offense, we already saw a bunch of missed layups this game. It could be a much different scoreboard right now. A couple missed open threes from Fitch. You know, so if those shots are falling, it changes the complexion because the teams are so sound defensively.
Make note of it here. You got, with 4:08 remaining, the third team foul on Emily Farino. She is out of the game now. So Farino with 3 fouls will just sit for the rest of the half probably. She's been their primary ball handler and a defender. In addition, we got a warning from the officials on the Bacon bench, so they have to be on their best behavior now moving forward. Smith and Novak finally. Here comes Shea. Glover's running the floor, and Singleton, looking like a defensive back, just went up 2 hands and smacked it away.
Yeah, in most games, that's a layup. With just the hustle and heart that Fitch plays with, yes. Yeah.
Veronica Smith will inbound for the Bobcats. They want a layup here. Instead, it's turned over. They went outside. I know he wanted that layup on the cut. Dump down. Waters. And she draws the foul, and Sanaa Waters will shoot 2. Fitch having slightly more success attacking the zone.
Yeah, well, when they get it inside like that, they have a much better chance to score. Still struggling, though. 11-9 here halfway through the second quarter.
Second foul on Glover. And I got to tell you, this freshman, Sanaa Waters, is impressive. I look for little things, as I'm sure you do. And the thing, I saw 2 hands, left-handed finish, and a touch that produces good free throws. That tells me that kid's a player. 6 of their 11 points. Novak picks up her dribble. Glover from the free throw line, short. Novak tries to save it and can't, and it over to the Falcons with a chance to take the lead.
So what the full court pressure is doing is it's just speeding up decision making. They're not trapping, they're not creating turnovers, but they're speeding up Bacon's decision making. Sometimes that creates an unforced turnover or a quick shot. Bacon, I think, just has to do a better job of protecting the middle and forcing Fitch to shoot from the perimeter.
They did a good job there. The long hands, Novak with the steal. Hand off to Sean Renee. They want to dump. That's a force. They can't make that. Glover fighting for it, but Waters comes out, and that's just a forced pass that's not there. Good idea, but maybe the closing speed of the Falcons is just a little bit more than Bacon's used to.
Yeah, you ask how do they beat London? It's for that reason. They're quick, and they force you to see things that aren't there.
Waters drives, floater. Oh, Sanaa! 2-point lead for the Falcons. Waters doing a little bit of everything. Great skill set from the freshman. Novak on a nice return pass from Veronica Smith. And we're tied up at 13.
Yeah, I think if Bacon's just a little bit more patient with their passes and kind of throws the ball up high, you can go telephone pole to telephone pole.
Shea with good hands, but ultimately it's swung around. Novak, rebound, pushing ahead, looking up at the clock. Hesitation and back to Glover. Now Sean Renee in the post, picks the dribble up. Novak for a long 3, back iron, no good, and it'll be Falcons basketball. Now we're gonna see freshman Hannah Farino into the ball game. So we talked a lot about Emily Farino. This is her younger sister, Hannah, only a freshman. But Hannah plays a lot like Emily in terms of nose for the ball, good defender, but definitely lose a little bit of offense with Shea out of the game. Good defense, though, by the Bobcats. Glover pulls it down. Let's see who the ball handler is here with both Shea and Farino out. It's going to be Sean Renee. Touch foul on Dimmick.
Nickel dimer.
Falcons are going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout, so we will still keep it here. We're going to switch over really quickly to the boys' side of things. Tuesday is our next game day broadcast. I'm looking forward to it very much. We'll be traveling to East Catholic to see the rematch of the St. Bernard Saints against East Catholic. One that I'm certainly looking forward to. Of course, they were a great game in the Classic to start our season. Now, a lot has transpired since then. I think St. Bernard is better than they were then. I think East Catholic is better than they were then. And for all the talk of a down year for East Catholic, or they're not the same team they were, one loss out of state, and no losses in state. So for all the talk, and then for all the talk that St. Bernard maybe is a step behind, 22 straight ECC wins, and they avenged the loss to Ridgefield. They beat Malden, Matt. For all the talk of it, both teams are still right there.
Ho hum, they've only lost to East and Windsor.
Correct.
So you're talking about a matchup next week on game day of definitely two of the top 10 teams in the state, if not two of the top 5 teams in the state.
I think based on what I've seen, only on what I've seen, I'd say top 5 teams. Windsor is right there, obviously. Northwest Catholic maybe, in that mix as well. Novak knocks it down. Cat puts the Bobcats on top. .24 seconds on the shot clock, so there is a chance for the Bobcats to get the ball back. Falcons will have to get up a quick shot. No good. And off of the Falcons. So now, because of the quick shot, there is a 1.5 second differential. So Fitch can get it back if they are, even if the shot clock goes to its end. So Shea back in the game. Farino will have a seat. Novak to inbound.
Full court man just trying to make Bacon work, trying to make them speed their decision making up.
Shea, nice cut. Novak, it doesn't go down. That was a nice look. In the other direction now comes Singleton. Clock to 15. Blocked. Novak. Shown Renee. She thought she had less time. Was going to launch it and then double dribble. So the Falcons will have it with 7.7 remaining. Breath. Take a breath. Both teams right now. Take a breath. Falcons will get the last one though. Waters penetrates and knocks it down from the free throw line. We're tied at 15 heading into halftime. Sports Doctor's going to talk with Bacon coach Kevin Fennell.
Coach, listen, you talked about matching up with their physicality at the beginning of the game. How do you think you guys did in the first half?
I think from a defensive standpoint, we are doing that right now. We need a little bit of poise on offense. Obviously, points are coming at a premium, and to find some opportunities for us to put it in the hoop, that's going to be the difference in the game right now.
Yeah, I've heard you say relax a time or two on the offensive end.
Absolutely. We just need to understand they're going to put some pressure on us, see what's there, take what they give us, and hopefully we'll make enough shots to be in this at the end.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. Relax, Casey.
Thank you, Sports Doctor. We're heading into halftime, tied at 15. Well, the Got It of the Week, this is one of my favorites. The Got It of the Week is going to be brought to you by my guys, Sock and Chip, down at CNS Pawn. And this week's Got It comes right here from Bacon Academy's own Julian Rodiger. We're at halftime. You're going to want to stay tuned for the Got It of the Week. Features on Liz Glover and Dreanna Singleton and the Great Eight. We'll be back. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com. Rodiger, straightaway three. Got it!
Hello? Yep. All right. You know me. I got it.
The Got It of the Week was brought to you by CNS Pawn. You got it, they want it. Call my guys, 889-PAWN, located in downtown Norwich. Whatever you got, they want. And just like game day, they got it.
The early months were awful because I had tore literally everything.
Last basketball season was a struggle for Bacon Academy's Elizabeth Glover.
So I was on crutches because my meniscus, I was on crutches for like 2 months. So that was strenuous.
After tearing her ACL midway through the season, Glover could only watch her teammates while she worked to recover.
I mean, showing up every day, watching them play, it made me want to get better, to work through this, to get back to basketball, to get back to soccer. I mean, it was, without them, I couldn't have done it. That's just the truth.
1, 2, 3.
Most of the basketball team is also on the soccer team, and the bonds they formed as teammates grew even stronger while Glover was sidelined.
Back when I was hurt for basketball, sitting on the bench, it was like constant support, like me supporting the girls all being there for me. Like they got me flowers when I came back, they got me a cake, balloons, we had a whole celebration. Basketball team has been so supportive. I could not have done it without them.
Glover returned to the soccer field in time for the state playoffs.
That path to the state championship, that was unbelievable. It was storybook.
Storybook, in that Glover, the goalkeeper, anchored the Bobcats through 2 penalty shootouts and scored the game-winning goal in the state championship game.
And then having that and being around that confidence and seeing that confidence help take us through some adversity or some tough times, it's been very helpful.
Going from that win, that like amazing experience even going there, and then coming to basketball, we're all just like, we can do this. Like we are state champions. Like we got this. Different sports, but still, like we have that confidence still in us.
Liz brings a lot of passion and enthusiasm to everything that she does. So with her return came an abundance of that. That was refreshing. It was also exactly what the team needed.
With a player coming back from such a significant injury, occasionally someone has to slow down that enthusiasm.
Coach Fennell was definitely keeping it light for me. He was making sure, like, we have this one rebounding drill. And he's like, Liz, not today. I'm like, okay, that's fair. So I'm pretty aggressive. I'm known to be aggressive on the boards.
With a little bit of caution and a great deal of confidence, Glover says she is back at 100%.
And coming back to basketball was 100 times more stressful than coming back to soccer because this is where I got hurt. But I never felt like unsure with my knee. I've put in so much work. It's stronger than ever for sure. But I mean, the brace is a precaution. So, I mean, I warmed up at East Lyme without it and I didn't even notice.
On any successful basketball team, the point guard is an extension of their coach. But at Fitch, Coach Felicia Porter and senior captain Dreana Singleton have a unique relationship.
When I first was hired here at Fitch, she was on like the board of selectors that chose me. And in the interview process, she was just really excited to have like a young female former college player as her new coach. And I think it's really just been a great relationship.
It was just a really good opportunity because not many people get to choose who their coach is, and it's just like a one-in-a-lifetime thing to be able to choose who your head coach is.
Every single program I was a part of at the college level, my coaches always stressed the importance of being able to trust your point guard. So just being able to have that dual role as the point guard and the captain, she has a bunch of responsibilities. So it's really kudos to her to step into that role, especially, you know, being undersized in our league and still being able to get to the rack, still getting the respect from everybody. I think it's just her communication skills at a very young age.
The Falcons' small, speedy leader is an apt representative of a team that relies on quickness to make up for a lack of size.
We're not a very big team, so to win games, we're going to have to outrun teams, and I have a role as a point guard to hit my runners when they're running up the floor for the easiest bucket, which is a layup.
We don't really have a choice because we don't have that much size, so if we don't have a transition game on any given night, we set ourselves up for a wild disadvantage.
The run-and-gun style suits a Fitch team where anyone can score in double figures on any given night.
We just feed off whoever's doing the best. Like, I might not be having the best game, Gabby might not be having the best game, but if Malia's having her best game, I'm going to keep feeding her. If Gabby is, we're just going to keep feeding, and we run our plays off of who's doing the best in the game at that moment.
And while they don't have to rely on a single star scorer, everything flows from Singleton's leadership.
It's like she's the captain and the ship goes in the direction she steers it. So it's really a lot of pressure on her because if she has a bad game, everybody has a bad game. Like, she's in charge of the way that our offense goes. So it's like if Gabby's scoring 20 points, Sana, our freshman that's been thrown into the fire, scores 20, they're not going to be getting that if Dre doesn't set them up for it.
It's time for Game Day's Grade 8 Plays of the Week. Let's head to the pool for number 8 NFA East Lyme's 200 freestyle relay team, Mingwen Duan, Ryan Zwan, Albert Zhu, and Caleb Blanchard, winning in 1 minute 49 seconds, a fast time for the relay. At number 7, Eastern Connecticut Eagles hockey versus E.O. Smith Holland, Ethan Lovater to Austin Linekas to Nick Rembish with the nifty backhand goal. At number 6, blink and you'll miss it. Darielis Arnold, New London Track, wins the 55-meter in 7.58 seconds, fastest time in the ECC. At number 5, Caden Kozlowskis, Griswold basketball against NFA. Always good to crash the boards because you could get the putback winner at the buzzer. Griswold wins. At number 4, Christian Wiltshire Ledger Track in the high jump. He is gonna soar. 6'4", breaks a 49-year-old school record. At number 3, can I kick it? Yes, you can. James Young, Stonington basketball half-court kick shot. At number 2, let's go to Coggins-Chob. Matthew Yale, 3/4, throws it nothing but net. How do you top that? Maddie Topa, Northwestern Regional Basketball. At the end of the first quarter from half court, the buzzer beater. Do it again. Do it again. End of the third quarter, coming in the other direction, shoots it, the bomb, buzzer beater, got it! Those are your grade A plays of the week. Send in your clips and maybe you can make next week's grade A. Cool waters to end the first half as Sanaa Waters drains the shot from the free throw line. We're tied at 15, and that means when you're tied at 15, someone's gonna have to make an adjustment, and the second half is brought to you by Casey Chiropractic, the second half adjustment. Well, you know Casey Chiropractic, located right here in Colchester, Connecticut. Dr. Casey and his team are dedicated to providing the quality assessment and planning for total body health from head to toe. Casey Chiropractic will work with you on moving better and feeling great. Give them a call at 537-2202 or check out CaseyChiro.net for more information. I know how great they are because Casey goes to Casey. Me and AJ have just had our appointment, got our adjustment at Casey Chiropractic. I've never felt better. I'm sitting here in the bleachers, which means I'm going to need to go back to Casey Chiropractic tomorrow, and I will. Coach, what are the adjustments these teams need to make?
Well, for Bacon, I think Coach Fennell said it best at halftime. You know, just be patient. Keep the ball above your head. Keep the ball moving. Be strong with the ball. Make passes that are safe passes and just keep moving it around and use your height to create shot opportunities. You don't have to force it off the dribble. For Fitch, they got to find a third scorer. They got to find someone else to generate some offense. Only 2 scorers for the Falcons. Dimmock has 5 and Waters has 10. So Fitch has got to find a way to generate some more offense within their starting 5 here.
Sports Doctor, you were listening in. What are you hearing?
Basically, make shots. You know, we're shooting about 15% from the floor, and, you know, she's not concerned about the team's play. We got to take advantage of the opportunities that the defense gives us. So Coach wants us to make more shots. You know what? I'd like to see more pressure, too. Pick up the intensity a little bit.
And right off the bat, Bacon turns it over. Singleton wild to the basket. That's no good. It'll go back over to the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think, you know, Singleton knows that, you know, she's got to start to assert herself a little bit. Maybe draw some fouls by driving to the basket.
Novak. High screen. Now Glover should demand the ball, but Glover should be demanding the ball with Ellis on her.
Ooh, another
touch foul. If that's on, is that on Singleton or Dimmock? Let's see who they call this one on. That's on Singleton, her second. But Glover, being guarded by Ellis, should be demanding the basketball on the post the best that she can. And Bacon should be looking to her for that. Nice give and go. Glover to Farino, but missed the layup. And there's a left-handed layup that just needs to go down. Great pass. Great look. 3 in the other direction is short. Gets her own rebound. Robbins misses the shot, and Glover. Strong rebound. Sean Renee, left hand is good, and the foul.
Sean Renee made a decision. At about the first volleyball line that she was going to the basket. Finished strong with the left. Do some damage.
Sky, the sophomore, will shoot the bonus. Knocks it down in a 3-point Bobcat lead.
Bacon going back to this 3-2 zone, extending it a little bit.
And there's Sean Renee. Tips it ahead to Farino. And the Bobcats with 5 points to start the half. And Coach Porter wants a timeout.
Yeah, that size and length in the zone really hurts Fitch.
Full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. 20-15 Bobcats. You're watching Game Day live on day.com.
All that is good begins with a smile. At Waterford Dental Health, your smile is our top priority. Our entire team is dedicated to providing you with the personalized, gentle care that you deserve. Part of our commitment to serving our patients includes providing information that helps them to make more informed decisions about their oral health needs. Our website is a resource we hope you'll find both useful and interesting. Contact us today at waterforddentalhealth.com.
See, Sky, Sean Renee got up, used the left hand, made the free throw. Bobcats with a 5-point lead here.
Yeah, I remember last year, Casey, they inserted her as a freshman against New London, the game we did on theday.com, and she gave the New London guards problems with her length at the top of that 3-2 zone, and she's only a 10th grader, and she's going to be here and be a problem for other teams for a number of years.
Sports Doctor, you were listening in, and the Falcons are looking almost like they were going to turn it over again, and they do. Shea gets it from Novak, fouled by Singleton. That's going to be her third. Sports Doctor, what did Coach Porter have to say?
Now what just happened there? It was take care of the basketball, let's find her spots, and she's a little concerned about the hustle and not getting back on the defensive end. Too many kids kind of watching, too many easy baskets here to start the second half for Bacon. You know, Casey, it just comes down to a lot of just simple execution. Take care of the basketball and knock down some shots.
And we were talking, Casey, in the break about how hard it is to, talking about win streaks and undefeated seasons and things like that, how hard it is to play at a consistent level every night. Remember, this Falcon team had a huge game Friday night against NFA for a chance to stay in the Division I race, and they were really hyped for that game, and you can't help but wonder if, now coming on the road to Bacon might be a little bit of a letdown.
Farino all the way to the basket, and the Bobcats with their biggest lead of the game. It's 8. Bobcat pressure. Now they've trapped, and another steal, but it goes off of Farino. This definitely giving Fitch fits. Now the Falcons put in another freshman, Leilani McCoy, to try to get some length. So I think the Falcons went to try to go a little bigger, and however the pressure of the Bobcats bothering them here.
And now Bacon dropping back into the more traditional zone.
Waters penetrated against this in the first half. Lob is too strong off the hands of Dimmick. And I think that's against this zone with Glover on the backside. That's a tough thing to ask for Dimmick.
Yeah, you just wonder where the points are going to come from. So I think they got to create turnovers on defense.
Farino. Bacon with an 8-point lead in the basketball. Novak wanted the three, instead to a rolling Glover, and she's going to be fouled on her way to the basket. That foul is going to be on Dimmick. And that's going to be her third foul. So both Singleton and Dimmick with 3 for the Falcons. Glover will shoot 2. Robbins back into the game for McCoy. One more for Liz Glover. Nothing but net on that one. 10-0 run to start the second half, 25-15. Bobcats. Shea reaches in and almost causes another steal. And we're going to get Sean Renee with a foul, but this Bobcat press is bothering the Falcons tremendously.
Yeah, they extended it here in the second half. They're picking up at half court. They're using the half court line as an extra defender. So they're waiting to trap Fitch until after they cross half court, which is creating problems.
Dimmick, 3 from straight up top, front iron, no good. Shea with the rebound. Bobcats gonna run. Shea ahead to Novak, and she loses it in an attempts to save it. Singleton coming the other way. Dimmick for 3. Good!
They need her to get hot. The one she just took a possession before was straight on, just a little short. Good find by Singleton in transition, finding Dimmick.
Sean Renee, fake the 3. Farino dumps it down. Beautiful look to Caitlin Novak. Bobcat lead back to 9. And a loose ball. Possession arrow will stay with Fitch, but Falcons a little loose with the basketball.
There's still a lot of time left, but Fitch is going to have to kind of figure out how they're going to generate some offense. Creating the turnovers has been a way that they can get some transition opportunities.
Veronica Smith checks back in. Farino will take a breather. Waters, floater. No, she's got the pretty touch.
Good looking freshman. There's a turnover.
We're going to get a hold on Novak. So that'll be a pass.
But some of the passes that, it just seems, I'm sure that's what Coach Fennell is saying. Some of the passes from Bacon that just don't need to be made, and if they're just a little bit more patient. But on the flip side, Fitch needs to create those kinds of turnovers to create some offense.
Singleton drives, baseline, Robbins, jump shot, nothing but net from Aaliyah Robbins. That's the best ball movement we've seen from Fitch in a while.
Coach Porter loves it. Great penetration from Singleton and a great decision. Landing on 2, making the solid bounce pass.
They try to lob it. Good job from Dimmick. Robbins will run ahead of it and draws the foul on Novak. Basket is good. Falcons on a little run.
And it's the turnovers, Casey. The turnovers create transition. It creates tempo. That's what Bacon does not want to allow Fitch to do. And we keep asking, how did this Falcon team beat NFA? How did this Falcon team beat New London? It's because when you turn the ball over, they make you pay. And they're not going to go away. This coach is not going to let them go away. This coach, Felicia Porter, Courtney Gomez at NFA, Tammy Millsaps at New London, these women could coach college teams, in my opinion. That's the kind of passion and knowledge that they bring to the sideline. They're not going to go away tonight.
Well, it's a 2-point game, and Bacon wants a timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Game Day Live on theday.com.
Being part of a great community is so important. People helping and supporting others can be very uplifting and contagious. At Philomena's Restaurant, that's exactly what you get. It's the community hub for not just Waterford, but all of southeastern Connecticut. Birthday parties, anniversary dinners, weddings, sports banquets, a drink with friends, and of course, charity events. Philomena's has been, is, and will always be there for the community. Celebrate and support southeastern Connecticut at Philomena's. Philomena's, Utopia Plaza in Waterford.
Well, turnovers will kill you, especially when the Falcons can run the floor and finish like that. Malia Robbins with the bonus cuts it to a 2-point lead. Bacon still on top, 27-25, but you got to think that Bacon, just like Fitch probably felt like they gave him the 10-point run to start, Bacon's got to feel like they just gave him back the 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing a good opponent, you got to be disciplined every possession. And I think, Bacon's still trying to figure it out, too. It's not like they're just not playing, just taking their foot off the gas or something. They're trying to figure it out, but I think they have to use their height and their size. Keep the ball above your head. Use ball fakes. Fitch isn't going to take the ball from you if you're strong with it, so you don't have to rush anything, especially early in the shot clock.
Great look from Sean Renee to Glover, picked apart the zone. You're
Just
right,
like that.
patience.
Just like that. That was about 6-7 passes, hardly any dribbling, using your height.
And that's a big foul right there. That's going to be Farino's 4th. She's going to have to take a seat. And her sister will come in. So Hannah Farino checks in for Emily Farino. But Bacon has been a different team with Farino off the floor. And that foul was probably the lightest of the fouls that we've seen.
Yeah.
Dimmick, wild drive to the basket, no good. Robbins beat Farino to the ball, but out of bounds off of her, so the Bobcats will have it up 4. Shea checks in. Sean Renee will take a seat.
The last couple possessions, though, Fitch has done a better job of attacking the gaps of the zone. Fitch showing a little bit of a zone here.
Bacon did a nice job going high-low, Glover, and she was waiting for the cut from Smith, and it didn't come. So that's just a miscommunication between the two. Ironically, Smith, the prime defender in front of Glover, who's the keeper in soccer. So these two, not only good friends, but talk all the time. That time, a little miscommunication led to a turnover. Poked from behind by Novak. Good hands. Bobcats with the steal. So when they enter that high post, they want that cutter going to the basket, and that's what they're counting on. Good hands from Dimmick, but out of bounds. Stays with Bacon, 19 on the shot clock.
Once again, against the zone, you want to use ball fakes, change the direction of the eyes of the defender, fake high, go low, fake low, go high.
Shot clock to 10. Novak, step back 3, in and out. Smith tips it to Farino. Glover, back to Novak, this time from the elbow. Cat, take that! 6-point Bobcat lead. Oh, Waters comes out of it. Robbins for 3, good! Malia Robbins is heating up for the Falcons. The lead is shrinking.
And no hesitation.
8 points for Robbins, all in the second half. Novak barking out orders. Smith, shot clock down to 10. Bobcats methodical in the possession. Novak to Shea. Shea drives. Wild shot, no good. Tipped out. Bobcats will have it. 1 second on the shot clock.
1 on the shot clock, did not hit the rim.
Sean Renee checks in for Glover. This has got to be a lob catch shoot, right? I mean, you can't expect a dribble with 1 second on the shot clock. Shea, shot clock's going to run out. I hate to say it, but I feel like Bacon was unaware of the 1 second remaining on the shot clock.
Does give you a chance to set up your defense, though. It's a dead ball turnover, and now they could set up the extended 3-2.
Singleton, cross court, Robbins bumps into Sean Renee. That's a good move from Malia Robbins, who is taking it upon herself and being implored by Coach Porter.
Yeah, Coach Porter is coaching a great game tonight. Whatever she said to Robbins at halftime has really sparked
when we
her
get a
offense.
chance, I want a picture of Coach Keith Porter and the sneakers he is wearing right now, because even though he is assisting for the Fitch Falcons. The great whaler that is Keith Porter. The star state champion is rocking the green and gold.
Yeah, he was so good. I mean, we talk a lot on these broadcasts about the great New London players, and he's right up there. He was so tough to stop.
I think he falls in the category maybe of, most underrated. Novak for three. In and out. That's 2 in a row she's had that were 3 ways down. And this foul will go against Bacon, and that means the Falcons will shoot it.
And the tide really turns here, and it starts with seeing a shot fall. Gabby Dimmick hits a three-pointer from the corner, and you get some juice on the defensive ends. You get a turnover, you get a run out.
This is a big one, too, because they called the foul on Sean Renee, and it's her third. And I think that was a mistake. I think it was supposed to be on Veronica Smith. Sean Renee wasn't near the play, but that's who they saw, and that's her third foul. And, I think Bacon would have preferred it go elsewhere. Dimmick makes the first, misses the second. So Bacon with a 1-point lead. Shot clock and game clock are about even.
Fitch staying in this 2-3 zone. It's bothered the Bobcats a little bit.
Singleton's going to get the foul, and I believe that's going to be her 4th, which is big. But also it's going to put Shea at the line, as now both teams are in the bonus here with 25 seconds remaining.
That's tough because you're kind of in the zone to keep the ball, out of the middle, and a little overzealous there. But I love this. I just love this. She's keeping her star point guard in the game with the 4 fouls.
3-point game as we head down 20 seconds remaining in the third. Shea extends out on Dimmick. Good hands from Shea. 12 seconds remaining on the game clock. Shot clock, of course, is off. Ten seconds. Waters looks to penetrate. Splits. Sean Renee with the great hands. 3/4, good if it goes. It's short. We're at the end of 3, and it's a 3-point Bobcat lead. We'll be back with 4th quarter action. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
All that is good begins with a smile. At Waterford Dental Health, your smile is our top priority. Our entire team is dedicated to providing you with the personalized, gentle care that you deserve. Part of our commitment to serving our patients includes providing information that helps them to make more informed decisions about their oral health needs. Our website is a resource we hope you'll find both useful and interesting. Contact us today at waterforddentalhealth.com.
Bobcat cheerleaders, a lot to be happy about right now. 3-point lead for Bacon heading into the 4th quarter. Of course, now that the clock has turned to February, that means the cheerleading championships are only 17 days away. So one of the best events in all of the ECC, the cheerleading championships from Waterford High School. We always have a blast bringing you those. Here, Bobcats with a 3-point lead. They had it as high as 10. Fitch cut back to it, whittled it down to 3. Bacon will have the ball to start the 4th quarter.
And when we revisit our halftime adjustments, Fitch had to find another scorer, and they did in Robbins.
Sports Doctor, what are you hearing from the Bacon bench?
Well, I mean, listen, be patient on the offensive end. We had a run, they had a run. They're a good team. We knew they were going to come back, but well, let's try and be more patient on the offensive end. Ball fakes, shifting the defense, again, passing the basketball, and not so much guys off the dribble.
Fitch staying in this 2-3 zone to start the quarter. Remember, Singleton has 4 fouls.
Cross court, Novak fakes the 3. Now drives and picks up her dribble. Cross court again to Farino. Swings to Glover. Glover, 15-footer, no good. Sean Renee has the rebound for the Bobcats. To a cutting Glover. Back to Farino, and the Bobcats will reset. A little bit greasy on the basketball. We're going to get a travel against Sean Renee. Turnover, and Fitch will take it over.
We'll see what the Falcons drew up in the quarter break to attack the defense.
Coach, you talk about cracking that zone on two. That's how you crack it. Ball fakes, passing the basketball, ball reversal, getting yourself good looks.
Yep, and you can use screens against the zone as well. But the key is moving the ball.
Well, I go back to, like, third grade. You're coaching rec league. You're teaching them 5 out. And what do you teach, right? Catch, jab step, pump fake, reversal. Like, it's maybe the first thing that you teach kids is you make a good pass, you catch the ball, and then you give something, right? Whether you fake it or a jab step, you do something. And we kind of lose sight of that, I think, as you get older. Sometimes our kids are so anxious to make the next pass or the next move, they forget the very basics of, like, if I look like I'm going to pass, I might get the defense to move. I think the pass fake is wildly underused. Three, no good from Robbins. Shea on the weak side rebound. Novak, cross court to Farino. Shea picks it up. Novak, quick look to Glover, quick look to Sean Renee. First one, no good, but they get the rebound. Shea, it's a big three, straight away. Got it! Hey, Kara Shea. The Bobcats have a 6-point lead. And a steal from Novak. Basket off the glass is good. The run from the Bobcats has them up 8. And a timeout from the Falcons. Bobcats withstood the run and delivered one back.
Yeah, that was a big three. I think, with Singleton having 4 fouls, she's a little hesitant. I'm watching her, a little hesitant to put as much ball pressure to stay as close. She was kind of playing in between there, and she doesn't want to pick up that 5th. If she picks up her 5th, they have no primary ball handler really to run the show. So, but Kara Shea drills the 3, and then Fitch comes back, tries to get a quick attack. They dribble into the teeth of the zone, which creates the easy run-out layup.
Kara Shea, who's playing in front of both her father and grandfather today. The Shea family, of course, as close to the royal family of Colchester sports as you can get. Like I said, when you're sitting in your own gym, that's pretty rare. On the other side of things, Sports Doctor, you were listening into the huddle for Fitch. What did Coach Porter have to say? All right. He's not the best sideline guy in sports for nothing, folks. Robbins up top. Falcons need a basket. Singleton, that was blocked by Novak. Into the hands of Glover. Sean Renee, back to Novak.
Bacon could show some patience here. Up 8. They can use some clock. Fitch still in this 2-3 zone.
A much more patient offensive set this time for Bacon. Novak, Glover, Sean Renee spins, pump fakes, uses the left. It doesn't go. Rebound Waters. Here comes Singleton. Kick out. Pump fake by Waters. She drives. In the air. No good. Glover rips it down. Bacon will be, I think, a little more methodical.
Fitch going back to the man. They're going to have to create some ball pressure now.
Glover heads baseline, and we're going to get an offensive foul as Ada Ellis stood her ground, and Glover gets charged with the offensive foul. That was, if not an accurate call, a gutsy job by Ada Ellis standing there and taking that charge.
Yeah, Coach Fennell doesn't like it. Thought it was in the restricted area maybe, but there is no restricted area in high school. You could take a charge right under the rim.
Dimmick looking for that three, drives instead, turns it over. Bacon very active with the hands. Novak to Farino and now Shea. Bobcats haven't faced man in a while. Shea to Glover, running a little weave. Now Novak drives, pulls up from the elbow, no good. Singleton comes moving and pushing. Stutter step, blocked by Glover. Shea one-on-one with Waters. No good, but look at Schoen Renee. She can't get it to go. Bobcats missing opportunities, and the Falcons looking to respond. A pretty move by Dimmick. Can't go. Waters draws the foul. Sanaa Waters will shoot two. She's been very active for Fitch.
Fitch not going to go away, but man, they have had a hard time getting opportunities inside when Bacon is set up and have their arms straight up in the air. Singleton went to the basket a possession ago, and there was no room to get a shot off.
Emily Farino back in the ball game for Bacon. Of course, she has 4 fouls, so both she and Singleton with the 4 fouls with 3:15 remaining. As Waters, beautiful stroke from the free throw line, knocks him down.
Waters with 14.
Timeout, Bacon Academy. They're going to talk things over. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a break with 3:06 remaining in the ballgame. 38-32, Bacon on top. You're watching Game Day Live on theday.com.
Being part of a great community is so important. People helping and supporting others can be very uplifting and contagious. At Philomena's Restaurant, that's exactly what you get. It's the community hub for not just Waterford, but all of southeastern Connecticut. Birthday parties, anniversary dinners, weddings, sports banquets, a drink with friends, and of course, charity events. Philomena's has been, is, and will always be there for the community. Celebrate and support southeastern Connecticut at Philomena's. Philomena's, Utopia Plaza in Waterford.
Welcome to Dave Shea's Lounge here in the Dave Shea Gymnasium. The legend Dave Shea in attendance, son John Shea off to his left, and Kevin Fennell talking to the Bacon Academy girls. They have a 6-point lead, 3:06 remaining, talking about how to close. The sports doctor is going to be a vital part of the stretch run, because finding out what these coaches are saying in such crucial times are so important. But right now he's talking to one of my favorite people in the world, Margot Janak. He's got
Coach,
nothing for it.
that's Coach Shea's corner over there, and that used to be, I don't know how it is for the boys' games, but that used to be the visitor side. So Coach Shea always used to be sitting behind me, during the games. That's his corner. And,
it is. That's the visitor side.
And nobody's for the boys. That's the visitor side, but not for the girls.
Correct.
Got it. So yeah, nobody's moving him out of his corner.
No.
Bacon content to use time right now.
Novak, beautiful cut by Shea. Left hand, Bacon has missed like 3 in a row. Schoen Renee with the rebound. That's 5 layups the Bobcats have missed. They have to finish if they want to finish.
Yeah, we said first to 40. They're stuck on 38.
Robbins for 3. She's been hot, and she knocks another one down. The lead is cut to 3.
Yeah, you can't measure heart in inches. Malia with 12, all in the second half.
Well, Bobcats right now have no one to blame but themselves. They've missed a bunch of looks around the basket.
Yeah, and they can't get sped up here. You still got to be patient and methodical.
Shea picked up her dribble, now 15 on the shot clock. Schoen Renee drives. No good, no call. A lot of contact. Under 2 minutes, Singleton the other direction. Dimmick for a 3 in the tie. No good, and Glover with a weak side rebound.
Minute 43, you don't have to foul, you don't have to do anything crazy. Play a good, sound defensive possession. And for Bacon, don't make any unforced errors.
Shonerne with Waters guarding her. Picks up the dribble. And a steal from Robbins. Robbins, basket is good, and the foul. Malia Robbins with a chance to tie us at 38.
Just a quiet 16 points here.
The fourth foul on Caitlin Novak as well. So Novak and Farino both with 4 for Bacon, Singleton with 4 for Fitch. Robbins has really been the second half scorer that Fitch needed, but the free throw no good. And Dimmick knocks it out of bounds, so it will be Bacon basketball. They have a 1-point lead. Timeout Falcons. They're going to take a full timeout. Well, we'll take our quick last break with 1:21 remaining and a 1-point Bobcat lead. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
All that is good begins with a smile. At Waterford Dental Health, your smile is our top priority. Our entire team is dedicated to providing you with the personalized, gentle care that you deserve. Part of our commitment to serving our patients includes providing information that helps them to make more informed decisions about their oral health needs. Our website is a resource we hope you'll find both useful and interesting. Contact us today at waterforddentalhealth.com.
1:21 remaining here in the ballgame, a 1-point lead for Bacon Academy. The Fitch Falcons were led in the first half by only 2 scorers, but in the second half it's been all Malia Robbins. Whether it's driving to the basket, drawing contact, or hitting a 3, the 5'3" guard has been dynamite here in the second half.
Yeah, it took some inspiration from whatever her fiery coach said at halftime, and they're not going out like that. Down 1. They're on defense. Coach Porter called the timeout to set something up here.
Sports Doctor, what do you got?
Yeah, Coach says let's stay aggressive. We're on a 7-0 run. Let's get a good look here and let's set up our defense. And for the record, Keith Porter's sneakers, not New London, Brazil color sneakers. I asked him off the record, Chris.
Long pass to Novak. So Bacon breaks the pressure. Good pump fake from Novak. Back up top. Those are green and gold. Those are Whaler sneakers.
Yeah, is it off the record because there would be reprisals?
And if it's off the record, you shouldn't have said anything. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Shea, Smith, dump down. Novak finishes under the basket. There's the layup. The Bobcats have been missing. And under a minute remaining, they have a 3-point lead.
Don't need a 3. Fitch does not have a timeout, though.
Good hands from Farino.
Correction, Fitch has 1 full. So definitely don't need a 3 because you could call timeout to stop the clock.
Shot clock down to 10. They got a good look for Dimmick for 3. Got it! We're tied at 40. Gabby Dimmick knocks down the triple. Other direction. Novak picks up her dribble. Glover gets to the basket and draws the foul. Liz Glover will shoot 2 with 13.8 remaining.
Yeah, Fitch got caught there. I think that was a smart play by Coach Fennell to not call a timeout to set up a play, because then Coach Porter could have advised her team to foul because they have plenty of fouls to give. But I think in the frenetic
big one from Glover.
Frenetic pace of that last possession, she couldn't get the message that we could foul the dribbler without putting him on the line.
First one to 40 was Bacon, but it didn't take Fitch very long to get back to 40 as well. So Fitch is going to take its last time out. We're going to keep it here. They're obviously setting up all the scenarios of what happens if with a make, you have 13.8 and you don't need a 3. You don't need a 3 regardless. But with 13.8, it's all about make, miss, and what do you go for? And I can tell you all you want. That is, I don't care if that's Brazil or not. That is green and gold right there.
Well, off the record, it's Brazil. So on the record, we're saying it's New London.
I think the sports doctor needs to have a conversation about what the record actually means. I mean,
but let's go back to the game. So the timeout, first of all, I love the timeout for two reasons. Number one, you're icing the shooter. Number two, one of the underestimated plays that could happen to just crush your dreams as a coach is not boxing out when you have a 4-on-2 advantage. And we saw earlier in this game, Ada Ellis got an offensive rebound off a missed free throw. So you got to shore up your free throw box, really emphasize that. Make sure you know who's calling shooter and all of that stuff. And then if it's a make, you're going to do this. If it's a miss, you're going to do this. Obviously, the worst you're going to be is down 2. So you could be looking to drive and then kick out for the winning 3, or drive and try to create contact.
Liz Glover misses the second one. You said iced, and that certainly looked like ice. So now a basket wins the game for the Falcons. 13.8 remaining, and Bacon's going to pressure the ball. Singleton drives to the basket, and Farino will get her 5th foul. Dreanna Singleton will go to the line with 7 seconds remaining, a chance to tie and or take the lead. Farino will foul out, and Bacon will have 7 seconds regardless of the outcome.
And Singleton has not scored amazingly this game, Casey. And she's going to get her first chance to go to the free throw line right now.
Well, Coach Fennell's going to take his turn at icing the shooter and drawing up the same thing, right? First thing, if she makes the first one, you got to rebound like crazy. If she misses the first one, you still got to rebound if she misses the second one. But, you know, either way, Bacon's coming out of this with 7 seconds.
Yeah, they still have another timeout. So this timeout was strictly an ice because it's a 2-shot foul.
Well,
so you're looking to ice right now the shooter by calling it here instead of after the first shot.
They have 3 fouls to give as well.
Fitch does.
Yeah, with 7 seconds, Bacon's going to be hard pressed. If they let Bacon take 2 dribbles and foul, they're going to take a lot of time off the clock before Bacon even has a chance to get into an offense. So this is a very challenging situation for Bacon. If Singleton makes both, it is going to be tough for them to inbound and get it if Fitch fouls it immediately. That's a lot. Yeah, that'll run some clock.
And that's why I think Coach had 2 timeouts, so you can't take them with you. So he uses the first strictly to ice, talk about some things. He has another one to use in the event that they're down and he has to draw up that last second play. Just amazing that Singleton has played the whole 4th quarter with 4 fouls. Also that she hasn't scored all game.
Well, she's got 2 huge ones here. First one in and out. Bobcats with a 1-point lead. First thing is, does she make the second? Second thing is, how does Fitch approach it either way? Second one, no good. Rebound, Farino. And the Falcons foul with 4 seconds remaining.
And now that comes back to haunt you because Fitch has to foul 3 more times to put Bacon on the line.
Veronica Smith checks into the game for the Bobcats. Bobcats were going to look to hit the home run here with only 4 seconds remaining. Novak, the aforementioned baseball, softball. I've seen her arm. I've seen her throw a football too. Watch her hit the home run if they go for it. There it is. Instead, it goes into Shea, and she's immediately fouled. 2.9 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Fitch needs a steal, so really, at this point, if Bacon can throw it the length of the court, really all you want to do is throw it the length of the court and have somebody touch it, and game's over. But they're setting all up in the front court here, so gives a chance for a steal.
And that's the last of the fouls they have to give. And Bacon is staying put. Now it's down to 1.8 seconds. Sean Renee is going to drop down deep. Novak. And we're going to get a smart foul. Hold away, without a chance for any clock to run. And that will be Bacon shooting 2, which is what Fitch really needed to do to guarantee that they get the ball back. Now, 1.8 seconds remaining, and Falcons with no timeouts. It's going to be a challenge for them just to get a reputable shot off. And Shea can guarantee that they stay here. And I think if she makes these 2 free throws, she's like, this is like the biggest free throws of the year for Kara Shea.
No rim.
First one, nothing but net. One more for Kara Shea. Nothing but net. Falcons inbound, tipped by Glover. Ball rolls out of bounds. The clock sounds, and for one night alone, everything is better with Bacon. The Bobcats with a 3-point win over the Fitch Falcons, answering questions, raising more. A huge win here at home over a very game Falcons squad. We will be back with the coach's interview with Coach Kevin Fennell, as well as the player of the game. But first, a message brought to you by the law offices of Dan Horgan. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
I came here in 1992 not knowing a soul, and I started a law practice in New London. The community has supported us ever since. Thank you. Game Day athletes, playing high school sports is going to be one of the best experiences of your life. I know you give 100% effort and you treat your teammates, your opponents, and your coaches and officials with respect. Are you doing the same in school? Are you showing up every day and giving 100% effort? Are you giving the respect to your classmates, your teachers, and your parents? Sure, winning is great, and give it your best today when you go out on that field. But never forget, getting a good education will be the best game you'll ever play in your life.
Sports Doctor is with Coach Kevin Fennell and a happy group of Bobcats. Sports Doctor.
Defense.
Every time, though, that they came out, you guys answered the call.
Yeah, well, we got a couple of good senior leaders. We got Caitlin Novak, who made some timely baskets as well. We talked a lot before the game about how it was nice to get into a postseason type atmosphere, and I think they approached it the right way mentally. Things went up and down, like you said, and they hung in there. They were able to make plays. That was real fun to be a part of.
Yeah, what does a win like this do for your team and your confidence and the whole gang moving forward?
Well, like we talked about, it sets us up for postseason.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a very talented team. They're well coached. They play hard, and to go out there and exchange baskets with them and defend and have a game that comes down to the last play, that's fun. That's team building. That's it.
All right, Caitlin Novak, our player of the game tonight. Listen, 14 points out there tonight. They were a tough physical team. How did you handle it personally?
Personally, just gotta stay mentally in it. Let all the obstacles go. If you get fouled, just let it go. And my team really pulled through today. Foul shots minute at the end really helped, and just baskets throughout the game was awesome.
Now, when the game is tight like this too, what does it say about your team? Does it bring you guys closer together as a unit?
Oh, absolutely. Everything counts. Everything matters. Being together as a team is way important in these situations like this, and I thought that we did really well with this. I was really proud of my girls.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a lot of fun out there, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, a happy bunch of Bacon Academy Bobcats tonight here at KC. Great win against Fitch.
Thank you, Sports Doctor. Absolutely a great win. Glover had 15 rebounds on top of it. Shea made that huge three. The free throws, Farino was all over the place tonight. I think Coach Fennell hit it on the head when he said this had a playoff atmosphere to them, a tournament atmosphere for them. You're on game day. You're playing the Falcons, a Division I team, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes it feel like it's a postseason game, and I couldn't be happier. This week, they beat Woodstock, Wyndham, and now Fitch, which means, a team that has size, a team that is quick in Wyndham, who had not lost in it, and then coming here today, Fitch. So the versatility that the Bobcats showed tonight, I think further cementing that, Division I is up for grabs.
Yeah, and I think further cementing that The game is going to be played in the 40s, and the team that makes the most shots and makes shots down the stretch, limits turnovers the most, can win it. And there's a number of teams, maybe 6 different teams you can easily say can win the Division I tournament for the girls. Just an exciting game here today, and credit to the Falcons who battled back. I thought the size advantage of the Bobcats was giving them a lot of problems early on. They found a way to get some points late in the game and scrap back, hit a big 3 towards the end to tie it up, but Bacon at the end was able to make one more play.
Well, we talked a lot about the sort of convoluted nature of the matchups in the postseason. It's going to be fabulous to see where these teams stack. Fitch, I can see why they give teams problems. We do need, Mike DeMauro said we need Porter Cam, and I think he's absolutely right. Just a camera focused on Felicia Porter the entire game because she's worth the price of admission. But the one thing you know is that her team is going to play hard. They are going to come at you. They did never back down. I would not want to see this Fitch team. If I'm looking at my brackets heading into the postseason, I don't want any part of that Fitch team. And, this is probably a win that people around the league are going to say, wow, Bacon's really playing good basketball right now. Because beating a Fitch team like this, that's a kind of win that people notice. Bacon played 2 good games with New London. I think that New London's a tough matchup for them, right? So you look at, but Fitch beat New London, and so I just can't wait for the tournament to roll in, and we'll see where the seedings are, and we'll of course have the Division I and Division II finals live from Mohegan Sun.
And you touched on where the seedings are. I think home court is going to play a lot into this girls tournament. You saw that new NFA beat Fitch at NFA. Fitch beat NFA at Fitch. Bacon beats Fitch at Bacon. So I think the home court advantage could play a role in who we see advance to Mohegan Sun.
Well, we'll be back on Tuesday at East Catholic for the rematch between the St. Bernard Saints and East Catholic, and we can't wait for that one. We're going to be watching Luke Riley and Mark Jones get their teams back into the mix, and, of course, we saw them at the Classic to open up the year, and that should be a good one. The state will be watching Tuesday night, and that place will be packed to the, it'll be wall-to-wall people. Get there early. 6:45 tip-off, a little earlier than normal, so that's good when you're traveling, back and forth. So, great game tonight in the girls. Bacon Academy holding on and taking it from the Fitch Falcons. For Chris Giusti, the sports doctor Keith O'Brien, and all of our crew, Casey O'Neill saying good night, everybody.